Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my presentation concerning about the building resilience of seaweed farmers in Zanzibar project updates and key findings. My name is Ali Rashid Ahmad, a project manager working with Milele Zanzibar Foundation. Let us start with some information about this project. Building resilience of seaweed farmers in Zanzibar project is a research and innovation project which is funded by the GlobalSeaweedSTAR of the United Kingdom. Implementers are Milele Zanzibar Foundation and the Panja project. Target beneficiaries are 150 seaweed farmers from 4 villages of Unguja and Pemba to form Zanzibar. Objectives include improved quality and quantity production of seaweed in deep waters. Second one, increased capacity to swim and stay safe while working around the water. Third one is strengthened social support and leadership skills. At the beginning, before we start to implement this project, we conducted a baseline study which involved more than 110 respondents from 4 target villages, and the following information were acquired. Disease and high temperature have been identified as factor for the decline in the seaweed production. This is because more than 80% of the respondents are aware about the existence of climate changes and their associated impacts. In the case of swimming skills, majority of male, more than 90% of them know how to swim, but very few female, about 22% of them know how to swim. The remaining percent of them said that they cannot swim. And more than 50% of the respondents are not confident to work in the deep waters where seaweed grows well. And we realized some cultural barriers that restricted women from learning how to swim because they need to acquire permission from their husband. They must have specific clothes that cover their bodies according to Zanzibar people culture, and also they have limited access to boats which is used to farm seaweed in the deep waters. The seaweed price is very low, and this price is controlled by the seaweed buyers. More than 75% of the respondents are not satisfied with the seaweed price. Farmers depend on seaweed buyers to supply them with farming inputs, and this reduces their seaweed price negotiation power. And farmers do not have access to financial assistance, and they do not have any kind of learning groups or saving groups. And we also observed the marine area use problem between seaweed farmers, fishers, and tourist operators. After acquiring a baseline information, we plan to work on the following actions. The first one is to train our target beneficiaries about village saving and learning skills so that they can conduct their seaweed farming activities in the business orientation, and also to train them about aquatic survival skills and swimming, and also to train them about deep water seaweed farming training. What has been achieved so far? Starting with the village saving and learning skills action, farmers acquired a basic business knowledge, record keeping, leadership and negotiation skills. The saving capacity raised from 0 to more than 4,700 pounds. About 76 members from all 4 groups were loaned more than 3,400 pounds. This loaned money was used to purchase seed farming inputs and to solve emergency financial problems of their families. Turning to sea safety and swimming skills action, 96% of women seed farmers can swim more than 30 meters and can save someone from the sea. About 100% of all target beneficiaries were trained theoretically about sea safety skills, and farmers are confident to work in the deep waters. And we also managed to realize to improve the positive perception and awareness to other members of the target villages. Turning to the deep water seaweed farming training action, 150 seaweed farmers capacitated to farm in the deep waters. After the training, they were supplied with farming inputs including ropes, tie, gallons, and boyas, and more than 3,200 pounds were used to purchase these farming inputs. And this deep water farming practice is expected to raise the production by 3.5 folds as per Dr. Flower Msuya's research. And from our study, deep water seaweed farming method produces more than 20% compared to off-bottom method. But our study was conducted during off-season because it was the time when seaweed is not well growing. And farmers were motivated to farm cotonou, which is highly valuable species. Apart from the training, we also conducted the advocacy meeting. We met with the decision makers and value chain actors to discuss about the policy related matters, markets, technology, seed farmers welfare, and then we submitted a report that include the recommendation to the responsible minister of blue economy and fisheries so that they can work on what we have proposed to improve the seaweed industry at large. Challenges and mitigation measures. Low youth interest in seed farming. To mitigate this, we provided youth skills and perception changing training. Second one is conflict over farming area with fishers and hoteliers. To mitigate this, we advocated for the marine spatial planning to be conducted immediately. Another challenge is disease, epiphyte infestation, and biofouling. We proposed adoption of advanced farming techniques and timing. Low seaweed price, we advocated for the specific seaweed policy, which can also help to rise the seaweed price. COVID-19 has reduced the global seaweed demand. To mitigate this problem, we propose to create a local seaweed demand. And lack of post-harvest handling, we propose to conduct post-harvest handling training skills. And we realized that some farmers do not follow the rules of loan taking from their VSL group. So we propose to keep on training them leadership and business skills. Lesson learned. Youth engagement is important for development of the seaweed sector. Political will of the government is essential for seaweed sector development. Technology and innovation is needed for the seaweed production and value addition. Seaweed business is a multi-sectoral sector, so engagement of all relevant stakeholders is required. Deep water farming technique is effective to mitigate climate change problem, but identification of a suitable site and timing is needed. Boat operation need to be incorporated in the sea safety and swimming skills to capacitate women farmers to drive the boat. Conclusively, transformation of the seaweed industry requires the multidisciplinary and multi-sectoral involvement to tackle challenges, work on the mitigation measures to realize the socio-economic welfare of all the value chain actors. Thank you very much for your attentive listening. We give our special appreciation to GlobalSeaweedSTAR of the United Kingdom for funding us to implement this project. We appreciate our project partners, the Panje Project, and our revolutionary government of Zanzibar. We expect to transform our seaweed industry positively. Thank you.